This is about how to become a millionaire through real estate investing. Let's get going. You can't get where you're gonna go if you don't know where you are. It is absolute magic. It is a way to make your returns on any investment, not just real estate, hockey stick like this. Here's the other side of it. This is the part that Dave Ramsey missed, guys. As I said in Raising Private Capital, use that technology and then rinse and repeat. Do it over again. Start small. Sorry, Dave Ramsey, but you missed on that one. What's going on, guys? My name is Matt. My company is called the DeRosa Group, and we are going to talk today about achieving millionaire status through real estate investing. All right, guys, so here's the deal. Pretty much everybody that wanted to watch this video, and a lot of people in the world want to become a millionaire through real estate investing. Sticks and bricks and building ownership, asset ownership like real estate has created more millionaires than anything else in the world. Owning real estate or owning assets in general is pretty much how you make your way to prosperity, to high net worth, to millionairedom, if that's what you want. The other way to do it is to get a super high paying job and pay lots of income tax on your salary. But owning businesses, owning real estate, owning assets is the way to achieve real financial freedom. By the way, if you like what we do on this channel, smash the subscribe button, like this video, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Now back to the video. First thing you gotta do is you guys need to understand where you're standing now. You can't get where you're gonna go if you don't know where you are. So the first thing you guys gotta do is to create your current financial budget. Don't be lying to yourself. Show your real income, what your real income is, and your real expenses. You likely are not gonna get there until you know exactly where you stand right now from a budget perspective. So use software like mint.com to create your personal budget. Know exactly what your housing expenses are, your utilities, your fund budget, your food budget, all those things. Put all that down and be real. Don't be telling me you're going to spend $100 a month on food if you got a family of 5, okay? What is it really going to cost for you to keep your household running on a budget standpoint, and what is your current income? Now, once you know your expense and your income, you got to do something that's absolutely unheard of that most Americans don't do, and it's called living below your means. Whoa! What that means is most people live well above their means, but the way you live below your means works like this. Let's say your income, you and your spouse or you by yourself, is $4,000 a month. Don't spend $5,000 a month. How about that? Now that you know what your expenses are, make your expenses less than your income, right? That sounds fairly simple, but you got to be carving out the Blue Apron and maybe trim back on the Netflix subscription or whatever it is to drop those expenses down below your income. If this is your expenses and this is your income, you've got to have that delta between what you're making and what your expenses are, so you can take that and start investing. Through investments is where you're going to achieve millionaire status. You could also play the lottery to try to achieve millionaire status and buy some lottery tickets, but odds are you're not gonna get that. Now that we've got that out of the way and we've established your financial foundation, right? I'm not going to tell you to save your way to freedom. You're gonna have to do some investing and take a few risks to work your way towards millionaire status. The next move you gotta do, once you've got your budget and your income in place, you're going to take that extra income you have and start investing, and you're going to do something called recycled cash flow. So if you've got $1,000 a month, is what you're able to create is that delta between your income and your expenses. Take that $1,000 and invest it in something that produces a rate of return. Now, this is not how you're going to achieve millionaire status, but you're going to create the habit of living here, earning here, and taking that delta and investing. You're going to invest it in something that produces cash flow. So that could be dividend yielding stock, could be a peer-to-peer loan, could be a lot of different things you could do, or you could invest it in a small little bite-sized chunk of real estate. But whatever you do, you're going to take the cash flow from that investment and you're going to recycle it. You're not going to take it and put it in your pocket. You're going to take that cash flow and recycle it back in. Build up that chest of money that's there to be invested, and take the cash flow you make from your investments, put it back into this chest of money, and continue to take that cash flow and recycle it back into the market. This, ladies and gentlemen, is called compounding your returns, or compounding interest. Einstein said that the compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. It is absolute magic. It is a way to make your returns on any investment, not just real estate, hockey stick like this. It's the way to take what you're making and just recycle it and build it until you've got this enormous snowball of investments that's producing cash flow for you. That's currently the cash flow is getting lumped back into the investments, but at some point you can turn the spigot on and enjoy that cash flow yourself. But do not increase your lifestyle as your investment income is coming in. Build it, build it, build it, build it, and then you can go forward. That's a good habit with regards to investing. But again, I'm not going to tell you the Dave Ramsey model. That's all Dave Ramsey stuff on how you guys can build and save and be conservative on your way to freedom. You still want to do that, but that's not going to help you hit millionaire status as fast as possible. So that's one angle, and that's living fiscally well, living below your means and taking the delta that you make and investing it and compounding your interest. Here's the other side of it. This is the part that Dave Ramsey missed, guys. You want to operate a business. You want to build a real estate empire for yourself, and you want to go and access other people's money. Books like this, Raising Private Capital, my book. I wrote this. This is a book you guys can get on Amazon or on biggerpockets.com or on my website at derosagroup.com. Pick up a copy of that, and it's going to teach you about how to go out and do your network and get other people that want to make investments, that want to take their money from here, their delta, their residual that they have, and invest that maybe not in the stock market or maybe not in Bitcoin or whatever it is. How about they invest it with you? Take that money and invest it with you in your business. Then you take some of your capital and you take some of their capital and you get out there and you find real estate deals. And you take the cash flow from those real estate investments and you again put them back into your little squirrel cage over here, and you build it, build it, build it. Don't touch that cash flow. Keep your day job, take your invested capital and build it upon itself. Recycle it, recycle it, recycle it. But while you're doing that, have your business over here and take on good debt. Sorry, Dave Ramsey, but you missed on that one. Debt is good if the debt is on a cash producing asset that's producing more cash than the debt service is. It's okay to have debt. Have it on your cash flowing assets over here. Build assets and buy smart assets. That's the next tip that I have for you guys with regards to building your business. Buy property, buy real estate that should be worth this, but it's not. Maybe because it needs some work, maybe because it needs to get fixed up, or maybe because it's in a market that hasn't quite popped yet, it's worth this. You gotta find something that's got some hair on it. Find something that's got some problems that you can fix or that people you know can fix. If you buy something that has no problems, you're going to pay top dollar and you're likely not going to get a good deal. You got to buy for value. Value means it's worth this. With a few problems being fixed, you're buying it for this and you fix those problems, it's worth a lot more. That bump in price, buy something for $50K, invest $10K in it to put a new kitchen in, and it's worth $100. That's value add. You're buying it for $50, you're putting in $10 to create $40 in equity. That $40,000 is really how you're going to achieve millionaire status on top of saving and compounding interest and everything like that on this side, right? So do great real estate deals with other people's money, as I said in Raising Private Capital, use that technology, and then rinse and repeat. Do it over again. Start small. Now, the biggest tip that I have for you guys for real estate, for those of you guys that want to achieve millionaire status quickly, some of you guys might think, you know what? If I just go and join all those people that are out there buying apartment buildings and go buy one apartment building deal, I'll go and hit millionaire status by just doing my first deal. Well, first of all, apartment buildings are not just ATM machines that spit out $1 million checks. There's a lot of work that it takes to make these properties work. And it's not as easy of a business to get into. So I don't think multifamily on your own is the place to go. Here's two ways you can do it. Way number one, find yourself a real estate company that's already buying the kind of assets you want to buy, whether that's shopping centers, self-storage, multifamily, whatever it is. Find a way to be a part of their team and add value. Don't just be a leech off of their team. Find a way to add value to their team and bring your skills and your talents to their team so they can go to the next level and become more and more valued to the point where they just can't function without you. And before you know it, you've gotten some equity and some exposure to everything they're involved in. That's number one, join a team. Number two, the other way to do this, which is how we did it at the Rosa Group and how I recommend that you guys can do it. And it's going to be the slow and steady way. You guys are going to hate me for this one because you're not going to be a millionaire by next Tuesday doing it this way. Like a lot of the gurus are going to tell you that you can achieve it, right? The way you do this one is you do a deal. Do one, maybe buy one single family home or a duplex. Maybe even you live in that duplex, right? Go small and then double your portfolio every time you do a deal. So if you start out and you got 2 units, right? Next deal I do, I'm going to have 4. Next deal I do, I'm going to have 8. Next to, I don't have 16 fingers. Then what's double 16? Oh, 32. We're getting pretty big now. What's double 32? 64. Wow. Every time you do a deal, you double your portfolio. And before you know it, you've grown and you've learned and you've scaled your way up, and you do it smart. Those that invest with you through technology and raising private capital are going to be more comfortable scaling slow and steady with you and building up quickly than just throwing all their money at the 200 unit deal that you found that's been bid over on LoopNet by lots of other people, and you happen to be the only person that thinks it's a good deal in the whole US, right? You could try that, but you're better off starting small and scaling quickly. Those are my tips to real estate millionairedom, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Give this video one of these. I know you like it, so give it one of these and smash the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. You know I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching and have a great and profitable week.